I'm not gonna need the pen until I get back in here.
But where were you?
I got it. They were up there. I got one in my hand, and I got a whole box. I found an old box. So right now, all I need is clippers.
Right there.
Yeah, and then a nice place to sit once I get inside, and then I can literally set the camera up, and you can just sit down or learn a little bit about just what we do. Well, I guess you could just hold it like that.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep.
If anybody got any questions, if anybody comes on, let me know.
Okay.
Let's go get these cookies.
Asher says, yo.
Yo, dog. I need some HVAC.
HVAC.
That's what he does. I'm always watching. He lives the HVAC way. He's got like memes and shit. He's a good boy. He came out here one time. I met him. I had a grafting party.
Grafting again.
Yeah. You almost have to get in front of me, I think.
What's up?
They just won't be able to hear me. You gotta like
Raymond.
go. That's that guy. That's the Mason. Go ahead of me.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'll walk behind you. Like so. I'm gonna get right behind you, and then we'll walk together, and you'll be my little arm guide. Here we go. There we go. We're rolling.
Perfect.
Thanks, Bubba. Look at the woolly ants on the ground. Ooh, the neat tour. Asher, yes, grafting party in March was a good time. Okay. That was a good time. We'll do it again one day once I make money like that again.
Is that where the music?
Yeah, we had the little fella with the harp.
Which ones are we cutting?
This one here. Paulista. I need to do some grafts with this. I almost need a ladder, but I can't get a ladder. Maybe some ants I think. If you want this type of stuff here. Okay. I'm gonna come and throw that here. Can you hold it? Yeah. Thanks. Here's a good one up here. So it goes straight up to the very top. Another one. There's flowers everywhere. Oh, another good one up here. Oh, sorry. These have flowers coming.
Should you not cut the flowers?
No, that's what people want. That's where the money's at. That's what they pay extra.
Guaranteed.
Back up. Everything's fucked right now. Guaranteed.
Genuine leather.
Java Kava. I need about 10 of them. Oh, that one stabbed me in the feet. How many at right now? 6,
18.
8. Like you guys. Oh. Is that it? We got 10, you think?
No.
No. A couple more. Thanks, honey. We can go to the other side of the tree. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of action over here. Big style. Alright, I'm done. Enough of the autograph.
That's a lot.
Thanks, hon. I can take that, I bet.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. That's all the scion material, and you can see what size branches I'm getting. That's all Paulista. And let me give you a word of advice. Remember, I told you, take the upright branches. Avoid all this lower shit and sideways growing shit. Avoid all that. You saw I was only taking upright branches. That's my word of advice. Now I'm gonna go inside the house and sit down and graft these as fast as I can, and then go to bed. My back really hurts. But if I don't start doing this now, I'll never do it. I mean, I'll just be out of time. Now's the time to start grafting if you have a greenhouse. If you don't have a greenhouse, you kind of got to play it easy, because if we get a freeze and they start to push out of the tape, which can start to happen, they can start pushing out of the tape in as little as 7 days. If they start to push out in that 7-day period and you get a frost, like cold, dry air coming, then it will destroy the new growth and set them back. So you want to avoid that from happening. So now I got to go grab my rootstocks. I got them over here. Those all can go just right in here on the ground. Right on top of here. Right there. These can stay here. And then we'll go grab, oh, fuck me. Go grab rootstocks. Rat? Rex. You think we can slide this to the door maybe?
Yeah.
So, you can hold this. I'll try to get it. These are the rootstocks right here. These are perfect size. About the size of a chopstick. You start helping grow these. Get all the ones that are singles. Hopefully they don't have any ants, but I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yep.
We built some in the greenhouse. I think we're pretty close to doing it.
Maybe a few more.
We'll get it when we get there. Now I can set the phone down here. I can hold it.
Okay.
And I can just take it over here. Okay. Well, I guess I could show you. This is my grafting box. You got your grease pencil. And then I should have some buddy tape right here. Almost out. That may be enough to get me through. And then rubbing alcohol. And a good grafting knife. And then the pruning shears. Can you grab those blue pruning shears? Alright, now we're going to take this, flip it around. Like this here. And then I can sit down. Oh, yeah, buddy. Well, we might have you film again, because you can just get better angles. I feel like I got an ant on my neck.
Guess so.
Well, let's give it 1 second. Let's give it 1 second here, or maybe I have what do you call it?
Stand.
Yeah, it's in the house up there.
Can you get it?
Can, maybe. That's okay for now. Don't worry, honey. It says only have 2 viewers.
2?
Yeah, I'm boring. That's fine. Fuck you anyway.
Boy.
Not that. Okay, this is buddy tape. Better than parafilm.
Rex is barking.
Barking at something, isn't he?
It's a different bark.
Oh, a little different. See, some of this is junk, honey, but people would graft that, but I'm not gonna. You always want to think less is more. And you take it back to these nodes. You see these nodes? They're these little buds that are coming out.
You want to leave that?
Yeah, the little nodes. You want them to be packed up.
Oh, that's what you're going to use.
Yeah, I'm gonna graft this. This is a big one, but look here. If you look close, there's a node right there. That little ball, that little dot right there. Cut it right to that node. And then we'll cut this off and trim it back. We're always looking for the next node.
Rex.
Ryok.
What did he do?
Scion's getting trimmed. Put them somewhere clean. Keep going.
So out of 1, you got 3?
Yeah, got 3 out of that one. Damn, my eyes are just shot out. Do you want to go to bed?
No.
Because I was going to say, I feel bad making you even sit here watching me do this shit. I got to hurry up. Hey, guys. I'm just here grafting late night. Girlfriend's probably over it.
Learning.
She's learning. You could try, but I don't know how it would work out on your first graft on this. I'm going to let a lot of this wood go to waste. I'm trying to find these nodes to cut back to, and some of them just don't have it, and you just cut back anyway to nothing. And like some of these, I can't use all of these pieces. There's just so many, and they're not like, I've got a limited amount of rootstock. I'm just taking the cream of the crop off of these. So if there's a fork in the road, I always take the bigger cutting and don't take too much. That's a lot there, but we'll take it. Too much wood sometimes is a problem because you just have more stuff to go wrong. It can get hit by something, or there's just more space to get bacteria and just more surface area. These are the cuttings we got. I'm almost done. Once I get them trimmed up, it's all downhill from there. I want them to be nice and clean, evenly cut. No sharp pieces. Okay, a couple more and I'm done. Clip, clip. A lot of good pieces just falling on the ground there. But we got the biggest pieces. Last one. Okay, it's got a fork in the road. I always take the bigger of the forks. And looking for buds. These are really easy to graft. Perfect, good size. Now you take your buddy tape like this, and I have it on this roll, and then I start it on the corner, and you start from the bottom to the top, and you stretch it as you're rolling, and you overlap it slightly. You always want it stretched thin. If you don't stretch it thin, you're doing a disservice to the product. It's meant to just be like painted on there thinly and to wrap it up and keep it hydrated, because without being connected to any plant tissue, you know, it's just floating until it heals. It's going to run out of water. The old days, they'd put a bag over it, or, you know, this is like beeswax over it, you know?
Yeah.
They used to dip them in wax. But that's like having wax at your fingertips, where you can stretch it and do what you want. It's more versatile than just wax, I guess. But wax would work too if you want to do candle wax. But you wrap them from the bottom to the top, and you don't have to wrap the part that's going to be cut. That's like, that stays open. And you thinly, just on a diagonal, slightly overwrap it and make sure it's sealed up. And you want to work quickly. Time is of the essence. Because your girlfriend's falling asleep. And I like this product because they sell one that's perforated. It's so annoying if it's perforated because it's always tearing. And this one you can just roll and roll and roll and cut it where you want, and that's what you want.
Well, you don't want holes, do you?
Well, you do want some breathability, and I'm sure there's microscopic holes, but when I'm saying they have a perforated tape product, and what it is it's like toilet paper where you keep pulling off sheets of this. It's got perforations where it's fucking annoying. I'll be wanting to stretch, and it's like making me break off. I'm like, I don't want to break there. So I used to always get perforated, but now I always get non-perforated. You end up wasting a lot of tape because the perforated makes you cut when you don't want to cut. With this, you get the exact amount you need, and there's not anything wasted. But perforated is trash. Always get non-perforated. Unless you're doing a job that requires a bunch of cuts that are all the same size, which is not what I'm doing. These are pretty big cuttings, and they stand a risk of like not... I think you're better off doing smaller cuttings with less wood. There's just less to go wrong. And I think over time I'll probably learn to not do them this big and this size, but I'm doing it this size, this big. That's what I'm doing. But I think this is a little overkill on the size, and it would just do me better to do a smaller cutting. My opinion. Could be wrong.
Like thinner?
Just less wood, like these little ones.
Cut those in half.
Yeah, they're too long. There's a lot that could go wrong. It's a lot of wood. I'm almost there, honey. You just hold your horses. I always think work faster. You saw all that atomic explosions. Are you gonna have nightmares?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think so?
No.
I hope not. Shit, that was just the 50s we saw.
Pigs are gross.
Yeah. I tried to get you to that one. I was gonna say that shit in that video is the least of our worries. That's old, you know? Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful night.
It's really nice.
Seems like it's staying darker later, which is a nice thing.
Staying lighter later?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Later. You got it. You figured out my mental difficulty. It's the biggest one right here. This cutting's the thickest. It's gonna present a little challenge because I'm tired. Eyes aren't seeing good. I almost need some glasses or something. Free game. Thanks, homie. Did I say something stupid? I don't know. These kids. It's because it's... Oh, okay, never mind. I know this guy. Chateau B here. I thought it was someone I didn't know because with the new vertical, you get a bunch of weird people that are like, they're not with the program. New viewership. It's younger kids, but this guy, I know this guy. He's a good guy. My eyes are deceiving me. I didn't understand what I was seeing. Okay, this is it. We did it. A lot of material wasted on the ground there.
Can you stick it in water?
Nah. We've got so much on that tree. There's all the scions wrapped up, and they're all sealed up at the top, and they're open at the bottom because I'm just going to cut the bottom. Let's count how many we got. We always do them by size, too, so get your biggest ones out first by girth, thickness. Because the thinner one, the length doesn't matter. It's the thickness that's going to mess you up. Because the knife will dull out on the big cuttings, and they're way harder to cut. So you got to sort them by size. And that's for your rootstocks too. But so I've got 5 there, and about 3 plus 3 plus 2. 13. Anyway, those are the big ones. So I'm going to start off by doing this. Get the biggest one first. This one here. And then get a biggest fruit spot. the thing to do too is to have like a. These pants are done. I need like a box or something to do
what?
to the dirt in. There's gonna get dirt everywhere. Oh. This ought to work with you. That and then this. They're just a lot easier to work with when they're out of the pot. Now, you do want to actually sanitize your blade at some point, and that's the point we'll do it now. I'm not going to do this a whole bunch, but once or twice throughout the operation, we actually apply alcohol to the blade, to the shears. I'm rubbing alcohol on my shirt. Rub it on the blade, on the handle, on my fingers, get it on the knife, and on the blade of the knife, just get off any gunk. Pretty clean. Now you gotta let that dry off. You can't start cutting yet. Gotta give it a second to wear off.
Burn it.
You'll burn it with an old timer. Now, if you got something you're cutting that's not part of what the graft is, you can cut that right away. Keep your knife clean, set it somewhere. Let's trim this guy up. You want all the lower shit taken off and a clean slate to work with. Now, when you're grafting a tree like this, you would think that when you graft it, like say I graft it down here, that this over time is going to go up. It goes down. So you can graft it up here, and this will end up going to the dirt, like the graft union. So I'm not worried about grafting it up high. What do I do with my cutting right here? I'm going to just size this up and say, you know, see where it fits. It fits really good right in here. But you know, if I mess up, I won't have a lot of leeway. So I'm going to go up just a little higher here and look for like a straightaway. Clip this a little bit. And then start to cutting. Always cut the rootstock first. You put the knife on the middle of the wood, like you line it up into the middle, like with your eyes, and then you simply rock it back and forth. You don't try to cut it like, you know, you're not cutting it, you're splitting it. And you guide the blade, you look and see which way it's going. You might have to turn it to keep it from running away from you. So we're just gonna split it down a good half an inch or something like that. That there. And then we're gonna make a cut that suits that cut. And see the scion's got a little curve to it. I'm gonna try to match that like that. And you take your knife in. Well, I'm cutting the scion like that, really flat. So let me get it lined up again. You just want to like skin it and don't dig in. Keep it really level. And then cut the exact opposite side. If you shift, it won't come together right. Like if you twist your axes or whatever you call it. Axes. You can hear it start to make a noise like a reed. And then you take it and fold the edge over and bust it like that. And see it's nice and flat. Nice and flat. And then insert into the rootstock. And I did one slow, but now the rest I'm going to try to do faster and faster. But you always want to look for good contact. And that has really good contact. You can't see any light through it. No light shine through.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a good size cut. Very good clean connection. All right, I'm gonna wrap that up. It's like a broken bone now. It needs to be wrapped up. These kids is trying to say he must be high or something. Well, you should have thought about this shit before I did. And then you could make that joke. But everyone was too busy thinking about growing weed and being a dumb fuck, doing what the next guy did. Drinking Coca-Cola, Pepsi, eating at McDonald's. Me? I wasn't doing that.
What were you eating?
I was going down a different path. I was grafting Java Kava.
Mm-hmm.
And then we selling that realness here. This is where the money's at. Not no saturated market where everybody and their mom does it. You gotta get a license from the state. Come on, man. Get real. Now you want to make sure these roots point nice and down. And then that one's ready to go. Now I'm going to pick up the pace on these because we're going to bed. I'm just going to write Paul on it. DJ Paul, the dog one you cannot trust. My back is hurting. My neck, my back. I'll press it in my crack. See, now I'm getting dirt everywhere on my hands, so it's dangerous. You don't want to like touch that with the thing. So we're gonna knock this one right back to here, dicing down low. Okay. Then we're gonna get our blade.
What, alcohol?
No, we don't have to do it yet. You can go about 5 to 10. As long as you feel like the knife never got really dirty, should be all right. Give it a little split. Then find one that fits. These ones are way easier to cut. Sometimes I can do it in literally just two cuts. But not on that one. You want to be mindful too when you're cutting if there's any dark spots. Cut, keep cutting. Get it out of there. Yeah, like a rotten spot of wood. Cut that shit off. I saw a dark spot, and I don't know if it was just oxidation from when I cut it, but really good connection there. That's what you're looking for. If you want to know if the graft is going to take or not. The knife is just one from A.M. Leonard. It's called, I forget what it's called, but it's a rose-handled knife from A.M. Leonard, I think. And it's a really good knife. I've had it for over 10 years. It's the only one I use. And I've had more expensive ones, but it's just a rose-handled knife. It's got like a budding thing on it, like a special head that I never use that. But, I mean, just get the rose-handled knife from A.M. Leonard. You'll be happy. I mean, you could use even a plastic handle one too. So there's another one. All right, I've got to go faster. All right, Paul. Okay, put these on the ground actually. And they can stay in here for a couple days, but they'll go outside soon enough. Okay, hurry up. Boom, 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 boom.
That's a nice looking tree.
So nice. It's just, I know I had this old lady crying one time. I was going to do a grafting demo and she's like, oh! She like took the top of the tree and I was like, no, calm down.
I would take it too.
She was over it. She like whined about it. She's like, no. I was like, I'm sorry. Something that a lot of people don't know and they always fret about it, they get like real worried, is like, when I first got into grafting, I was like, well, I need to make sure that the scion is the same size as the rootstock, or else, you know, how you going to match it up? But you don't need that. They don't need to match up. And people don't get that.
Like the thickness of it?
Yeah, they can be, the scion can be bigger than the rootstock.
And the other way around?
This is almost at that point here of being, like I said. See, this connection I have is very poor, but I could probably just squeeze it together and make it work. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'll just pull really tight. If you feel like you have a poor connection, just wrap it tighter. All it takes is one side to take. I like to be able to spin it like that too. Wrapping it really tight over and over. Cumulative pressure. Little by bit, little by bit. That should be good. If I wanted to be a stickler, I could rewrap it, but I'm not gonna. Write Paul on this. Paulista is the variety I'm grafting is one of the best. It makes a fruit about that big. It's huge fruit, and is that the fridge?
Well, I don't know.
It
I think it's Rex.
Yeah, it tastes really good. It has small seed. It's a really good fruit. One of the top. This is a nice rootstock here. Oh, I split it wrong. I can sometimes just split it again and go right next to it and get it the right way. That's what I did. Yeah, put it right next to it again. I cut it and I had to cut it again. If you want to try to cut some, because what you do, honey, is take the wood on the ground and try to graft that. You know,
Yeah.
you take a branch and graft it onto itself. But everyone always cuts themselves. The first go around, I'm like, all right, you're gonna cut yourself, and then they finally cut. I cut myself the first time too, and I remember the guy was like, all right, someone always cuts themselves at the grafting class, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna be that guy. I promise you that. And then I fucking cut myself.
How?
I just slipped. I wasn't thinking.
What'd you cut?
My finger. I was so mad that I cut myself. I had to ask for a Band-Aid. I was the only person that cut themselves. I remember right when he said, "There's someone. We have a thing of Band-Aids." It was Chris Rollins, like a famous guy that does fruit. He's like, "We got a thing of Band-Aids here in case anyone cuts their hand. Someone invariably does it every year. Be careful." And I was like, "Not gonna be me." And sure enough, like 5 minutes in, I was like, "Fuck!" Cut my finger. Yeah, he's right. Chato, you cut closer to the edge. But then if the scion is bigger than the rootstock, you gotta cut it different too. I'll try to do one like that if I can get to one. But I always show people that the trick. That's the big one you need to know, both of those tricks. Like between those two grafting techniques, there shouldn't be much you can't graft. Between a veneer graft, cleft graft, and offset cleft graft, and then the modified cleft graft for, I don't know how to describe the modified cleft, but it's like 2 long cuts and then a spear at the tip. There should be a name for it. I don't know what it's called, but I call it a modified cleft. I'm gonna wash my blade again now because I've been pretty dirty. How many we got? 4 down. Okay, blade wash. Take your thing, run some alcohol back on it again. Get your fingertips in the handle, set it down somewhere clean, and then get this thing again here, and then let it dry off. All right, we're down to a few more, honey. Okay. You want to go lay down?
No, no.
Okay. Thanks for bearing with me. Bearing with me.
That's a nice tree.
Yeah, it's a shame to do what I'm about to do to this stupid tree. This is the biggest scion. I don't know why I saved this one for last. It's pretty big. Maybe it's not the biggest, but it's pretty damn big. My Scion. You ever seen that commercial?
No.
The car.
Yeah.
My,
Which one?
my Scion. Scion.
What does it do?
It's just called a Scion.
I know the car.
Oh, it
What's
looks
the
like a piece of
commercial?
shit fucking. If anyone, so like 3 people have Scions that are my customers. It looks like a little SUV that like didn't make it to be an SUV in life. Like I could have been an SUV. Show of hands, how many people drive a Scion? My Scion. Look at the cut on that, how I didn't dig in. You see that? There ain't no dig in. That's a big factor. Flat as the day is long. That's going to ensure a good contact of your cambium layers. You can't see no light coming through. Is there light coming through that? No.
Church house window.
Church house window. You know I'm a master gardener? I'm not. What does it mean when you're a master gardener?
What do you have to master?
I don't know. It's like, who told you this?
What's the...
Who told you this? You're gonna out-garden me and you're a master gardener? You think you can out-garden me? What belt are you? I'm that green fucking plastic tape belt. That shit right there is my belt color. No, actually, I'm a black belt. The batten tape black belt in gardening. Grafting vibrations are happening. Tiny jungle. He's got a little tiny jungle, and it's all his. That's the name of his outfit. Well, I'm gonna start one called Minute Grove, or no, Minute Fruit Forest. Tiny jungle. Well, have you heard of the Minute Fruit Forest? You know what I did want to start, and people are going to steal my idea. Now follow me. I've talked about this before. Plant Prison, where that's your website, is Plant Prison. And then all your plants are inmates. And like you've got like a mug, like, you know, like their inmate picture, and then they're like serving hard time for flowering during months of April and May, and you know what I mean? Be like prolifically fruiting and attracting squirrels and children. They'd all have like a rap sheet. And then like you would have to post bail to buy them. Like bail is set at. And then like you bail them out, you can write them letters and shit.
If you bail them, that means you buy them?
You buy them, you bail them.
But they're actually really good plants.
They're good plants, but they're in prison. It's called Plant Prison. We're trying to raise awareness. What?
I get it.
You get it? And then like it would have a picture of me, like the warden. And like I'd have all the plants, and like I'd superimpose them in between like cell walls. You know what I mean? And then we do like videos.
Are all their pots black and white?
Well, that would be a great idea. Like prison stripes, yeah.
And they're numbered?
Oh, you guarantee that. And they have like mug shots. Hmm. I think it'd be a fun gimmick to run it for a week, you know. You could at least have an Instagram handle. And then there'd be like a prison riot where like they're fruiting like crazy and you're like harvesting a bunch of fruit. Got a prison riot!
It's like a food fight.
I don't know. Gotta think of ways to make it funny. Plant prison.
This is the shanking.
The shanking. We found a weapon in the inmate's cell. Pruning shears. Contraband. Everyone's done. You're done.
We're done.
Viewership is dwindling. Yeah, we did good though. We had some viewers. I mean, how many times are you gonna watch the guy do the same thing? About 5 more. Okay. You think you got the hang of it, guys? Because I think I gave you the hang of it. These rootstocks are just, they're very nice, yeah. You couldn't ask for better material. They're about 1.5 years old. You can get them up to this size in 1 year less if you're a good grower.
When did you plant them last year?
Shit, I think last year. They're from my tree too. Like I can't recall, to be honest with you. I think I literally like I said, I was buying them from other growers just because I was like, fuck it, they're readily available. I don't want to grow it. But then my tree fruited and I planted the seeds, and I think these are the seeds. Unless someone brought some fruit over maybe and I planted the seeds. I can't remember. Thanks for watching, guys. We got about 5 more. I wished I could do like a special kind of graft here before we end it. But
There's something out there?
no, I'm saying like there's a different type of graft I could do right now other than just a regular cleft. Cocktails. There's a lounge up the road called Cocktails. And the thing's broken and it just says cock. Right?
Atomic cocktail.
Atomic cocktail. Okay. Alright. Well, this is the little guy.
I need a bit more.
Yeah, I need about 4 more. Yeah. And they don't have to be super big, but just like you saw the ones I had. Thanks, sweetie. If anyone can guess what song I'm thinking of, I'll pay you fucking $10 right now. Everyone gets a guess. $10 credit. I'll send you a free tree, but you gotta guess the song I'm thinking of. It's from the 90s and it was a hit. That's the only clues you can get. I'm gonna start singing it in a second. And then we'll end the stream shortly after, but we're having a psychic ability contest. We're thinking of what song is Adam thinking of that was a hit in the 90s.
Where's your clue?
That was all I had for him.
That's it.
Nookie, that's a great guess. I like it. I did it for the Nookie. The Nookie. That's a good guess. I almost want to hook him up just for guessing the Nookie, but it wasn't the Nookie. Ice Ice Baby. I like these guesses. This is good. This is good. No, not it. If someone guesses this, they're literally psychic. You're on the right track. It was a 90s song. I can't give you much more clues than that. I need someone who's got remote viewing capabilities. Send you a really nice tree. Radiohead Creep. No. It's a song that I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't really, you know, I don't think you'll, come on, it's not like something that probably no one wants to listen to. It's not like, I guess it was a hit, but that doesn't mean I even listen to it. But for some reason, it's going through my head right now. And it does every once in a while. Jump, crisscross. Oh, that's a great guess too. I like that. Jump, jump, man. Yo, I can't. I want to put my pants on backwards and grab. No. All right, get like one more minute of guessing, and I gotta give up. I don't see it yet. Do you have a guess?
No.
Win a plant. All right, I'll tell you guys in a
No,
second.
you gotta
Keep them guessing.
keep them.
They're guessing. They're coming up with a lot of good songs. This is what's on your head. Shit, this is what
Was I
they're
singing?
thinking. No, they're thinking of the songs, and I'm like, that's what you were thinking of? It's worse than what I was thinking of. Cherry Pie. She my cherry pie. Isn't that an 80s song, I think? No. Great guesses, though. Alright, we're about to start singing here in a second and get this all squared away. Think of... Alright, I'm no longer going to be able to pay out on this. But think of a trio. There's a 3-piece band here. Three-piece. Had a couple hits, actually. I don't remember the other ones, but I do know the one. Butterfly, Crazy Town. No, you guys got a good list of songs for me later on, though. You remember, okay, it was a boy band.
That was given.
You should know. Everyone knows. Absolute hit. I think they were skateboarding in the video. There was skateboarding in the video. Tell you, I don't know which one of them's the cutest.
I knew it.
What? You know what it is already?
And that's what I honestly I should have said that at the
From the
beginning because that's
What you were thinking?
I think I think I know.
Let's see if someone gets it before you. Yeah, I've definitely played the song for you. If you've been in my midst. I hit you with it one day. Well, no one's a big fan of Hanson, are they? Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, 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 ba.
That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah. Bop. They play that shit at Guantanamo. For fucking... They torture people with that. Yeah, Mbop was heavy on my mind. I remember watching it and being like, who are these girls? Well, if half of these take, honey, we'll be making money. I'll be able to take you out to a nice Bahamas vacation. Sending hate. That's funny. Oh, that one came out so fast. Sometimes you get lucky and they come together so quick. These connections I'm getting are just unfathomable. I'm getting really good cambium to cambium connection. Yeah, if someone guessed that bop shit, I would have been like, oh my god. Send them $50. And I'd be like, why are you thinking of bop?
Why are you thinking of bop?
I don't know. It just somehow came in my head. I don't know, because it's late, I guess. That's one of those songs you start to sing right before you go into like a little hissy fit for being tired. That's like what plays in my head before like I throw like a tired baby fit. Oh, there's like an extra seedling in there. What a shame, I gotta butcher it down.
Can't tear it off.
I could probably, you know, I'll probably.
Just keep it in there.
No, I can't do that. It'll compete. I need a different one, honey. I need.
One next to you.
That's
You
too.
need
It's a little big. I need 3 more, but not that. Here you go, honey. Here you go. Can I give these back? I just 3, but look at the size of these here. Look. That's the last 3. Thank you, babe. Bop, 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 dibby doo boo, bop, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh. That's perfect. Thanks a lot. All right, let's hurry up and get them done. Anywhere on the ground's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I went and took that crafting class, it was Chris Rollins at Fruit and Spice Park had a grafting class, and I heard about it somehow. I don't know how I heard about it, but it was $40 to go, and I had to drive fucking 4 hours there and 4 hours back. And I remember being like, a grafting class? Oh, I gotta go. But you tell you what, it was the best $40 I ever spent. I made it back for sure. And I got to meet Chris Rollins, and he gave me like access to the park. He would be like, yeah, take whatever you want. I used to take seeds out of there, cuttings. And then he retired, and I no longer. I did talk to the new people, but it wasn't like when Chris was there. Mbop was on First Now CD. What's First Now? Must be like a movie or a skateboard track. Ooh, we're getting dirt everywhere. All right, 2 more and we're done. 12:35. Is it too late for me to go to the store to get water? Yeah, I'll hurry up. These all need soil underneath, or it's kind of doing them a disservice. Just a little bit of soil underneath. They need to be fluffed up. Okay. Uh-oh, this one's a risk. Flight risk. What? It would have just came apart, you know? Like, if I tried to take it out of the pot, it was kind of loose. It didn't have a lot of roots. So I almost should...
Now you do.
Yeah, I'm clean. Ooh, that's cold. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Beat the devil out of it.
How many kind of cuts did you learn?
Just 2 or 3. Just 2 or 3. He really didn't go into detail. It was really, whoa.
What was that?
A frog, we gotta save him. Oh, he's so cute. You gotta save him. Here you go, honey. If you put him on the leaf here, you might crawl. We got to grab him like that. Crushed his
I
head.
did it. He can't in the middle.
I felt him get crushed. He would have like just
Jump
walked
right
onto
in.
you. Stop resisting. You could have just like let him
I
walk.
cupped it.
He
It
got like
just-
crushed. I felt his
no,
leg.
I had it
Alright.
perfectly.
He got like smushed. I felt them. But he jumped away. They're really pliable.
I grabbed your hand.
No, but
And then it jumped into the middle of
it
mine.
got pressed in between.
No.
I felt him get like rolled. He was fine though?
He's fine.
You sure?
No.
No. I think he was on those leaves on those trees. I'm gonna throw all those back outside. Last one, babe. One more after this. This is the last one. Yeah, these trees, once they take, are worth about $150. And as they sit now, they're only worth like 20, 30, you know, as a regular tree. Grafting is the key to making money. You have to make grafts. You don't have to. You get a lot of the new varieties by planting
It's
seeds.
right there in front. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's got a crazy shape to it.
Whoa.
Really cool shape. Hijacking its root system. Every once in a while there'll be a tree that like literally is like, fuck you, you're not gonna do that to me, and it will just reject. Yeah, it will be like, nope, and it won't let it happen.
But it'll still be alive.
The rootstock will come back and it will kill the scion. I've seen it happen with a jabuticaba and like a Suriname cherry. I don't like the way this has come together. I have to recut that.
Like the blue things?
It's okay, I'll fix it. Well, these should be for sale in about 50 days. Last minute change of plans, I flipped it around. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weak graft, but it will work. I just have to wrap it real tight. And then I'll be doing about 20, 30 grafts a day at least. On a good day, I should be able to do about 40 pretty easily.
How many do we do?
13. What they're telling me. I'm gonna do it with my marker now. There it is. Oh yeah, and usually when times are good, 90% will go. You know, like almost all of them take. But then if you get unlucky and the seasons aren't good, shit, 20, 30%, they all will die off.
I don't think we're gonna have too much cold again.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Some more day.
Thanks for the stool.
Yeah.
Stools.
Stool.
Stool samples.
Stool sauce.
Alright, I gotta throw all this outside. Do we still got a broom in here?
No.
No.
I didn't use it.
You know what makes a great broom?
What?
These little fucking things. I did what I can, huh?
Yeah. dog's still out there.
Is he out there?
Yeah.
Thanks, honey, for your help. Now I gotta take those to greenhouse.
You gotta bring him out there?
No, tomorrow. Not today. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't count, but you tell me how many. 5. Looks like 14, but I guess it's 13. Yeah, there's 13.
13. Good stuff.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Good night.